Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. In today's class, we are going to discuss the dynasties of ancient Magadha. What are we going to discuss? Dynasty of ancient Magadha. Last class we saw where is Magadha, the Gangetic plain, where the river Ganga was the main source of river. So let me show you Magadha once again. You can see this map. This is India map, and you can see Magadha right here, the central eastern part of India. This is Magadha region. So we are going to discuss more about this region in today's class. Magadha. Okay. So this Magadha region was ruled by 4 dynasties. How many dynasties? 4 dynasties. And what are the 4 dynasties? The Haryanka, the Sisunga, the Nanda, the Maurya. These 4 dynasties ruled Magadha. Okay. Now let us see in detail how things were. The Haryanka dynasty. Let us see first about Haryanka dynasty. The Haryanka dynasty which ruled Magadha, that is the first dynasty to rule Magadha region. And the ruler of Haryanka dynasty was Bimbisara. Who is the ruler of Haryanka dynasty? Bimbisara. So Bimbisara established a dynasty called Haryanka dynasty which ruled the place Magadha. And after him, his son, and what is the name of Bimbisara's son? Ajatasattu. Ajatasattu is the name of Bimbisara's son. He succeeded his father. After his father, his son ruled. During Ajatasattu's rule, Haryanka dynasty seen its glory, and later the successor and the rulers who ruled after Ajatasattu were called as successors. They built a capital called Pataliputra. So if the question is asked, what is the capital of Magadha during Haryanka dynasty, if it is asked, the answer is Pataliputra is the capital of Magadha dynasty. Magadha region during Haryanka dynasty. And let us see after Haryanka dynasty, next the dynasty was Shishu Naga dynasty. Which dynasty? Shishu Naga dynasty. Let us see here. Shishu Naga dynasty. Shishu Naga dynasty, it was ruled by a king called Shishu Nanga. Shishu Nanga. It was Shishu Nanga was the ruler. After him, his son. After him, his sons, they were called as 9 Nandas, which means he had actually 8 sons. These 8 sons succeeded after his father Kalasoka. Kalasoka is the king of Shishunanga dynasty. Shishunanga dynasty came to the power by overthrowing Haryanka dynasty. After Haryanka dynasty, Shishunanga dynasty ruled Magadha under the king Kalasoka. After the king, he had 8 sons. They succeeded, and they were called as 9 Nandas. That time they established a dynasty called Nanda dynasty. And the last ruler of this Nanda dynasty was Dhanananda. Clear? And then after the end of Dhanananda, there came to be a new dynasty called Mauryan dynasty. Clear? So here you can see first Haryanka dynasty, after that Sisunanga dynasty, and then Nanda dynasty. So this Nanda dynasty was the first dynasty to make the kingdom into empire. Empire na kingdom and it is a smaller region. Empire is a vast region. If you see this empire, you see this map. This yellow color marked region is a vast region which was ruled by Ashoka. So this is called as empire. And if you see this Magadha is just a kingdom. You can see Magadha is just a kingdom. This Magadha, the dynasties keep changing. One dynasty defeating other dynasty. Finally, you see, this is the extent the ruler was able to make an empire. Empire means it is a large stretch of area which is controlled by a king. So that's why the king was called as emperor. Who is the king of the entire empire? Purida. Now let us see about the next. Okay, Mauryan dynasty. Who came to power after Nanda dynasty? It was Mauryan dynasty. There you can see. After Nanda dynasty came Mauryan dynasty. When we are discussing about Mauryan dynasty, so Chandragupta Maurya. You can see Maurya here. Chandragupta Maurya. This page. Chandragupta Maurya was the first empire to build a vast region of area in India to occupy, to conquer, to rule. And later Chandragupta Maurya visited South India. He was taken by a Jain monk called Bhadra Bahu. Bhadra Bahu took Chandragupta Maurya to South India. Bhadra Bahu is Bhadra Bahu means he is a Jain monk. He is a Jain monk who spreads Jainism. And after Chandragupta Maurya, it was ruled by his son Bindusara. So Bindusara is the son of Chandragupta Maurya who built Mauryan Empire. Clear? And Bindusara were called by different names by different region. He was called, his actual name is Simhasena. And some people used to call him Amrita Gata, which means slayer of enemies. Slayer means he used to kill the enemies. He used to attack and kill the enemies many times, Bindusara. So that's why he was called in different names. So and finally, when we are talking about this is how they came, and later the large territory was conquered by Bindusara, which means Mauryan Empire. So Mauryan Empire reached its glory during his time. When you are talking about Mauryan Empire, Chandragupta Maurya is the founder. After Chandragupta Maurya, it was Bimbisara. After that, it comes the great Ashoka. Ashoka, you can see Ashoka. Who is Ashoka here? If you take the next page, during the rule of Ashoka, you can see this is the empire of Ashoka. See the region which was controlled by Ashoka. Before Ashoka, who controlled? Bimbisara. Before Bimbisara, it was Chandragupta Maurya. Are you getting my point? This is how the kingship that Magadha has become. Magadha has become a vast empire here and during the time of Ashoka the Great. And you can see some of the monuments of Ashoka. You can see here this lion, what you see in Indian currency. It is taken from Ashoka pillar. During the rule of Ashoka, so he built many splendid temples and pillars, stupas. You can see some of the monuments, text written here, text written on the stupas. So Ashoka is said to be a great warrior, So Ashoka fought Kalinga War in 261 BC. That was the timeline. And in the war, Ashoka killed so many people, Ashoka's group has killed so many people at the Kalinga War. So and then finally he won the war. When Ashoka won the war, but though still he was not happy that he won the war because he massacred and killed so many people, Ashoka. That was the last war fought by Ashoka. After that he decided not to have war in his lifelong. Then he became like a saint after the war, which means he gave up his kingship, doesn't want to be a king anymore. So he doesn't want to see violence, fight. Then he accepted ahimsa. This Ashoka's ahimsa, non-violence, all these things only were followed by Gandhiji later. Because of ahimsa only India was able to get independence from the British rule later. So Ashoka was very famous and he was known as Devapriya, which means a lover of God. So he fought Kalinga war. Kalinga is a place, in this war he won the war. And it was fought in the year 261 BC. He won the war, but the horror, maiming, killing, massacring, and because of that blood and war, fight and killing a large number of people in the war, that horror, that incident, that terrible incident, it is written in the Rock Edict. It is written in the Rock Edict. So you see here some of the edicts here in the stupas and the names and engravings. All these things are written in this Rock Edict. How the war was fought, how many people were killed. Because of that, Buddha finally, he doesn't want to wage war with anyone. Finally, he became a follower. Like he was called as I mentioned, he was called as Devapriya, that lover of God, where he stressed on certain thing later, he doesn't want to be a king. Then he stressed certain thing called charity, compassion, purity, saintliness, self-control, truthful, obedience and respect. So later he accepted, something called Dhamma. What is Dhamma means? It is Dharma. So he became a follower of Buddhism. The last lesson I taught you what is Buddhism and what were the teachings of Buddha. Like that, he started following Dharma. And then he started to spread Buddhism all over India there. He had his capital at Pataliputra. So whatever, stupas and writings and engravings, everything what you see in his pillars and all the writing, everywhere he mentioned about this following quality of Buddhism. That is compassion, charity, purity, saintliness, self-control, truthfulness, obedience. Which means he doesn't want to kill anymore. He had enough in the war of Kalinga. Okay, students, let us have a quick recap. We actually discussed about the dynastities. What were the dynastities we discussed? H, S, and M means, you can see page number 128. Haryanka dynasty, Shishunaga dynasty, Nanda dynasty, Maurya dynasty. And then we discussed each dynasties and finally we came to Maurya dynasty. And the last ruler of Maurya dynasty here we discussed about Ashoka. Okay, that's all in today's class. Have a nice day.